Hello, Imaginers. Thank you for tuning in live. Please let me know if you can see me, if you can hear me. I gotta make sure that everything's going well, right? So, kick things off with the same way I always kick things off. If you are watching on Facebook, please know that we are using Restream to power the stream. So before leaving a comment, please grant Restream permission to see your name. Just go to chat.restream.io/FB. You only have to do it once. The link is right there down below. So, as always, we also want to know, where are you tuning in from? That is something that we are always curious to see where you're tuning in from and all that fun stuff, right? So where are you tuning in from? We got George from Long Island. Jonathan, hey, Jonathan. Jonathan is new to Imagen. He is our new social media manager. Tuning in from Tel Aviv. Hey, Jonathan. We got Al from Driftwood. Driftwood? Where's Driftwood? Okay, so please get your comments in. We've got something very special to try out today to see how it goes, and it's gonna be something really fun. I'm excited for it. So please, Texas, Driftwood, Texas, cool. Thanks for tuning in now. So please get your questions in. The best question or questions will be able to participate in this really fun thing that we are trying out today. Hey, Lynn from Maryland. So please be sure to get in your questions in the live stream comment, or if you have a demo request or a feature request, anything you'd like to ask or share, please get that in to the live stream comments. As I said, the best ones are going to have the ability to participate in something special. Okay, so also, if you would like to see your photos come up on the live stream, please go to the Imagen community right now and share some photos from your latest job. I'm going to pull up the link right now. So go to the Imagen community right now and share some photos from your latest job, edited with Imagen, whether it's your personal AI profile, whether it's a talent AI profile. If it was a talent AI profile, let us know which it was. I will then bring it up on the screen. I am currently prepped to share 2 different galleries that were shared in the community. So if you would also like to be included in that, now is a great time to get that posted, and I will take a look when we get to that and see if I can approve it and get it shared as well. Now, if you are brand new to Imagen, welcome. We're so glad you are here with us. If you have any questions or demo requests, like I said, during the live stream, please comment and ask. That is what this is all about. If you're watching the replay, or if a friend shared this with you, I'm so happy you're here. It's a bummer you couldn't comment live and watch live. You'll know you're watching the replay because it will say I was live instead of I am live. And if you are not watching the replay, please comment with the word replay, because we like to see who is tuned in after the fact. All right, so no questions have come in yet. I'm going to kick things off with that we are slowly rolling out an update to Imagen. I think it's about 10% of users have it right now. The app will slowly be rolled out with a bunch of improvements and some bug fixes, things like that. 2 notable few things that have been changed is, one, there is now an improved catalog cache in the catalog picker. So if you have a large catalog like I do, then you're going to see once you get this update, you'll see improved speed loading those very large catalogs. And the second is the project list has a improved user interface to prepare for things to come. So we're really excited about that as well. And then there's a bunch of other bug fixes that nothing super important, but just little things behind the scenes, little UI tweaks and stuff that have to be made and whatnot. So that's it for all the little announcements. Hello, am I saying this right? Siebel from Ireland. Please let me know if I said that right. Okay, so please get your questions in, your comments in. Again, the best questions, comments, feature requests, whatever it is, the best one or ones will be able to participate in something really fun. So please get those in. I am going to roll in to, right now, the last but not least, because we're going to have more to come, of our film series, Focus on What You Love. This is with Charmy Patel Pena. And so I'm going to roll into that video right now We hope you enjoy it, and I'll be right back as soon as the video is done.
I'm Charmy Pena, and I'm a wedding photographer from Princeton, New Jersey, who specializes in Indian weddings. Kids call me mom, or mama, or mummy, or any variation of a million versions of mom when I'm ignoring them. My husband and I have 2 little boys, Jai and Biru, and we have a little puppy named Raja. We like to travel together, we like to play board games, we like to just be in our backyard, grill, and just smell the air and sit around together. I started shooting weddings 16 years ago. Right after I got married, I had 2 degrees in economics and information technology. While I was trying to figure out what to do, my husband got me a DSLR on our wedding day. I learned to use it, started photographing babies, and just kind of fell into wedding photography. I really like power tools. I like working with wood and like making things with my hands and slicing things with a saw. I don't think most people would assume that when they see me. I am notoriously the worst emailer on the planet, and now that I started using Imagen, my emails are actually answered, and I have more time to invest in my client relationship. I love to eat my mom's pani puri. It's Indian street food. Generally not allowed to eat it when I go to India because you're not trying to have water, but my mom makes it for me all the time. In my free time, I really like to cook. I like to work out, mostly because I like to be able to do party tricks like handstands, and I love to see my friends. I'm an extrovert's extrovert, and I realize that if I don't get enough time with my friends, I become a more anxious, stressed out person. When I was a little kid, I was in a car accident, and I think that's why I have kind of a funny memory. And so while I'll remember a lot of things really, really well, I will not remember big chunks of things that happen. My favorite part of photography is the ability to relive moments that are otherwise lost. Coming from an immigrant family, sometimes you make your own family because you've left your culture behind. And of course, family was my parents and my siblings, but also the people that I've met along the way who are my chosen family. Success for me used to mean my business doing really, really well, and I think my definition has changed significantly. Success now is living a life where I can be a whole person, a whole mom, a whole woman, a whole wife, a whole daughter. Every part of me, not just the photographer me.
Okay, isn't that awesome? Charmy's video just gives me all the feels all the time every time I watch it over and over and over again. It's so good. Okay, so we hope that you really enjoyed that. I can't wait to be able to share more with you. We have more in the works, lots of other things related to this whole theme of focus on what you love, because that is what we're all about. We are here so that you can focus on what you love. Now, there's no questions yet, no comments yet, so please get those in. I do see that Jose just shared a gallery, so I'll be bringing that up as well, so thank you. Charmy is so awesome. Yes. Awesome. Jose added some sneak peeks from Sunday's wedding on the Imagen community. Wedding was Sunday, and pretty much most of it is already finished. Just going over some personal edits. Of course, yeah. It's not always the end when Imagen does your edits. You might need to do some final tweaks, of course. We'll definitely bring that up. Thank you, Jose, for getting those posted. Now, I'm going to get into some of the pre-submitted questions because there's no other questions currently. So I'm going to get to some of the pre-submitted questions. The first one from Asia. I just started using the Imagen app. Can you tell me if I have to keep the computer working, like on, when Imagen is learning my editing style? Thanks for your help. So this was asked in the community. No. Once it's uploaded, you can close the Imagen app. You can shut down your computer. You can do whatever you want. One of the beautiful things about things being uploaded to the Imagen servers is that it's not relying on your computer's resources. You don't need the latest and greatest hardware, the best graphics card that can handle the AI stuff. Everything's done on our servers that can handle anything that you throw at it, and it can handle all the future AI updates and new features and things that we have planned. So, yes, once you're uploaded to create your profile, once you're uploaded to do your edits, everything can be shut down. Everything. You don't need to be sitting there with the computer on. Of course, you can get back to focusing on what you love. So, great question, Asia. The next question is from Gary. He says, has anyone created their Imagen profile with one of the older Sony bodies, A7 III, A7R III, and then upgraded to the A7 IV? If so, how do you find your old profile perform with the newer files? Do you need to create a new profile for the newer camera body? So when you're going from, if your profile, first of all, was created with two different Sony bodies, most likely the profile can handle other Sony bodies that are similar, right? If it was a completely new Sony body that was a completely different sensor type, completely different everything, then there might be a need for an update. But most likely, and the comments that I'm seeing people reply with as well, is the same, where it didn't really need much, if anything, to be improved. I know Sarah Edmonds replied and said that her profile worked perfectly with it as well. So it depends on how accurate your profile is and how diverse it was from the beginning. But if you were going from a Fuji to a Sony, obviously that would be much different. If you only edited with Fuji's prior and now you're only editing with Sony's, you might need to do a fine-tune update or create a new profile depending on the difference between the two. But similar brand and camera to similar brand and camera should be okay. Great question as well. And the last pre-submitted question is from Jamie. How long does it typically take to build your personal AI profile after you've uploaded 5,000 images? I can't tell if my computer is geeking out or if it really takes hours. It can take, once you upload the 5,000 and you've confirmed everything is there, because you could upload 20,000, 30,000, doesn't make a difference. It's got to be a minimum of 5,000 photos. Once you do that, and then you've hit create profile, and then initiate the profile creation on our servers, that takes up to 72 hours. Some people get it back in a few hours. Some people get it back in 24 hours. It can take up to 24 hours. It depends on how many profiles are being created at any given time. Could depend on how long it might take. So great question. Yes. And again, like the first question that was asked, once the profile is being created, you can shut things down. No problem. Okay. I see one question from Al. How are you choosing your talents? I feel like there is some great variety. So some of our talents come to us and request, and then we evaluate. And some of the cases we go to them and we reach out to them and see if they're interested. So there's a certain criteria that you have to meet as far as the volume of photos in your profile, because the more photos in your profile, the more accurate. Some of our talent profiles were built on over 100,000 edits. Okay, those make them extremely accurate no matter what you throw at it. So that is a huge factor, is the volume of photos. Then there's also the sort of unique look compared to other talents, right? We want to make sure that each talent profile has its own unique values that separate themselves from others. You might notice that certain talents have similarities, but when you dig deeper, you'll find that maybe magenta is a little bit high on one profile versus the other. Maybe greens are higher on one profile than the other, but overall it looks kind of similar. So there's these fine, intricate details that are different between each profile. We want to make sure there's unique differences that make them stand out from each other. So there's a variety of different things. I will say that we do have an option, and I'll show you, I'll pull it up right now, where you can submit either yourself or somebody that you would like to be considered as a talent that you would like to be seen. So this is in our knowledge base, support.imagenai.com. And if you scroll down, if you search for talent AI profiles, you'll find what are talent AI profiles. If you scroll down, you'll see you can let us know. It tells you a little bit how we choose, minimum of 40,000 photos and so on. You can let us know if you want to be considered or if you are know of somebody that we should consider. And there's a link to what we use Airtable, link to this form on Airtable that you can then, I don't know why it's taking so long, you can then submit. Oh, we got to update this logo. you can then submit the photographer, link to the Instagram page, and explain why you like that editing style. So there's that. Great question, Al. Sybil or Sybil? I'm sorry, I don't know if I'm saying it right. Please tell me if I'm saying it wrong. Is it Sybil or Sybil? So I use a A1 and A9, and my second shooter uses A7 III. Imagen profile works perfectly. Thank you for sharing. That's exactly what I mean. You're using 3 bodies that are basically the same. They have the same color science. The sensors are practically the same for them all. The body styles are the same. The actual like millimeters of depth between the lens and the pick and the sensor and so on, those are all basically the same between those bodies. So mathematically, scientifically, it should be pretty accurate because Sony bodies don't vary too much between that as far as that goes. So fantastic. Okay, so there's no other questions or comments. I'm gonna move on to galleries. I need really good questions if you want to participate in something fun. I'll just give you a little teaser. Hold on. If you want to participate in something fun, you better get some good questions asked, because this is really fun. I really want to spin this. I want to spin this. So please get in your get in your questions, get in your comments, get in your demo requests. I need really good ones in order to spin this for you. Oh, isn't that weird that you see my arm on one and my hand the other? I have to work out the placement for this. I have to work out the placement. But for now, I've got it like literally right next to me with a webcam aimed at it. So if you want to spin the wheel, you gotta ask something. Spin to win. Best question or questions. Ooh, I got a little bit of a typo there. Let me fix that typo real quick. There we go. Yeah, so you got to ask me good questions. Get them in there. All right. All right. Get those questions in. I am going to share some edits that were shared. All right. So we got Nitsan Guru, one of our talent AI profiles. Nitsan shared a bunch of fantastic moments of love. He edited them with Imagen, of course, using his profile, and then a little bit of Photoshop. So let's dive into these. I love this black and white. I'm a big fan of black and white with shadow work. So, of course, I love this photo. Beautiful, beautiful skin tones. You can look at the accuracy, right? They basically are identical as far as skin tones. Love it. Ooh, that's good. I love that. Such a good photo. Such a good photo. Oh, clever. Almost got the double heart there, Nitsan. Almost got the double heart. I love it. I love it. Ooh, look at that. Is that a drone shot or are you on a balcony? My guess is balcony, but I'm curious. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. These are so good. Look at that. Under the water. I mean, has anybody else ever done that with their couples? That's so good. Look at the skin tones. I love it. Love it. All right. That's Nitsan's. All right. Sarah Edmonds. Some screenshots of the online gallery from the last wedding I shot. Love and light talent profile plus straining option. Time taken from downloading edits to tweaking export for 33 minutes. 33 minutes. Okay, so here's just some beautiful photos from, I think I shared this gallery last week, but this is just in a quick Facebook gallery for me to share again. Beautiful. I love the skin tones, of course. The colors that the bride picked for her bridesmaids, fantastic as well. Goes really nice. Nice soft pinks. Beautiful. Love it. And look at the difference between daytime with the party and then nighttime with the party. And you can see the skin tones look so good with Sarah's profile. Love and light is fantastic if you want really, really, really supernatural tones, you know, of everything, right? So good. All right. Let's look at the last. Let's see, and I'm going to check to see if there's another. As soon as I'm done, I'll check to see if there's another. But this is just, here's Jose's. Sneak peek from my last wedding. Thank you for Imagen for giving me so much time back. Talent to use. Clean and Crisp by Susan Stripling. Nice. So, these are all with Susan Stripling's. Look at that. That's beautiful. Look at that cake. Ooh. Love this. There's a church that's kind of similar to this, and I actually photographed a scene very similar to this in on Princeton University, in Princeton University campus. Beautiful. So Susan Stripling, her profile also has very, very natural skin tones. You might notice a similarity between, this is what I was talking about, talent similarities. Similarity between Susan's profile and Sarah's profile, Love and Light versus Clean and Crisp. Susan Stripling's is a little bit warmer than Sarah's profile. Beautiful. Ooh, look at that. I love that. Very nice. Oh, that's great. That's great. So is that a DJ light, Jose, or is that a gel that you did on a strobe? I'm curious. Ooh, pretty. Pretty. Very, very nice. Good location. Beautiful sunset too. And we're back to the beginning. Nice. Okay, let me check to see if I think there might have been another submission, maybe. Let's take a look. Yes. Okay. So we got one more submission that just came in from Jack Groves. Love it. All right. Ooh, very nice. Very, very cute. Dinosaur shirt. My son would love that shirt. Or is that an alligator or dinosaur? Maybe it's an alligator. Either way, my son would probably love it. My son's 4. I really like the sort of like matted feel to this as well. Really, really nice. The colors look nice. Beautiful photos. Oh, look how cute. This is so good. Thank you for sharing this, Jack. Very, very nice. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. All right, let's see what kind of questions and comments we get. Oh, Jose. When is culling going to be ready? So that's not a spin to win question. But, and here's a similar. Have you launched culling yet? So culling is not out yet. Beta is coming very soon. And then shortly after beta, we will have the official product out. So beta is coming very soon. I don't have an exact date yet for you, but beta is coming soon to those who sign up for beta and our existing beta list. And then once beta is out, we'll give it a couple, weeks of testing, accumulate the data to make sure everything's okay. And then we are going to prep for launch of culling. Would Imagen learn brush adjustments? Oh, Jonathan, you asked a great question, but I can't let you spin to win. But I will share your question. All right, so would Imagen learn brush adjustments? Yes, we are working on that. Great question. We're gonna spin to win. All right, we are working on brush adjustments. We are going to be releasing brushes first, and once we are sure that once we get brushes out there and we are sure that is working really well, we will then move on to taking what we did for brushes and move it on to the other local adjustments too. The plan is eventually to support all the local adjustments and personalize it, of course. So it's just a matter of time for us to make sure it's good. We want to take our time to make sure everything is perfect. No rushing things out, because that's just bad news for you. So we want to make sure it's done right out of the gate, and it continues to be done well. So great question. Spin a win. So whatever we land on, if it's a gift of some sort. Ooh, I got a smudge here. Well, that stinks. If it's something where I've got to give you credit or something like that, you're going to email me, scott@imagenai.com. You're with the hyphen in there. You're going to email me your I won this. I won whatever it is. And then I will make sure you get whatever that prize is. Okay, here we go. I had to do the air horn. Okay, what'd you get? $25 credit? The first one I do was $25 credit. Fantastic. That's a good one. All right. So please email me, just saying, I won $25 editing credit. We will make sure that gets added to your account. Awesome. Uh, Jonathan, like I said, you can't spin to win, but what is your favorite AI talent profile and why? So up until recently, I was basically, so me personally, I am colorblind. I have never been great at editing. So I've always relied on multiple tools to make sure my colors are accurate. Two are actually tools for the computer and, for actually in the shooting process. One is also my wife to make sure my colors are good. But since using Imagen, I have been using talent profiles basically exclusively. I historically have been using Susan Stripling's profile. And then because I like more natural colors, as natural as it gets, I'm not personally for myself. I don't typically go too far outside natural, and that's also partially because I'm colorblind. And so I have now been using Sarah Edmonds' Love and Light because it is the most natural of all the talent AI profiles. So that is my personal favorite, and that is why. Jose, it was a gel. Nicely done, man. Nicely done. And actually, it was so that's a Godox or a Flashpoint 8200 with a gel. That's that little rectangular flash. That's a really nice one. Nicely done. That was a beautiful shot, too. Okay. Will you be transitioning into other categories of photography, boudoir, family, corporate? Well, we already have tons of photographers already using us for boudoir, for family, for corporate. They're both using personal AI profiles and talent AI profiles. It just happens to be that most of our talent AI profiles are wedding photographers, but Charmy, she actually photographs corporate work. Sarah actually photographs corporate work. I believe Michael Anthony photographs corporate work. I can't, definitely, like family portraits, couples, things like that. But there's also, if you look on YouTube, Matt Granger did a YouTube video on using it for boudoir, and he used his own personal AI profile based on his black and white editing style. So yes, we're already there. I mean, if you are aware of a photographer in a specific category that you really like and you would love to see as a talent, please let us know. We'd be happy to look into it and see. Great question. Spin to win. Here we go. Ready? What was that? $10. $10 editing credit. Al, please send me an email, scott@imagenai.com. There's the hyphen in the between Imagen and AI. And say I won $10 editing credit, and I will make sure we get that on your account. All right. Jose, you're also colorblind. Nice. Welcome to the club. Ori, Capture One support. When? It's in the works. I don't have a date. As soon as I do, I'll be sure to share. Sorry, I don't have a date. Can't wait to try Love and Light. It's so good. It's so good. I'm glad you're happy with my answer, Jonathan. All right. These were great questions. I'm glad I got to test out the spin to win. Are there any other questions, any other comments, any demo requests? I'd love to get to those as well. I want to make sure I get to everything I possibly can before we wrap up. We've only gone for about 25 minutes, give or take. So I want to get to as many as we can. If you have any questions about my own work, if you have any questions about Imagen, if you have any questions about Jonathan, who's new to Imagen, feel free to do that. We are be on the lookout. We are going to be launching something soon. You'll get an email about this fun thing we're going to be doing very soon that actually is related to Instagram as well. We're very excited to get that out. And let me see actually if somebody else added a new gallery to. Nope, nothing yet. So yeah, any other questions, any other comments, any other demo requests, anything you'd like to see here? That's really all you can really do through the live stream. See and hear. Can't really feel anything, but yeah, we've got a lot coming. Obviously, we are working on culling. We are working on local adjustments. We are working on Capture One support. Lots of things in the works currently. Lots of things that we want to do, and it's all a matter of time and resources, and we are getting there. We appreciate every single one of you for your your support with support for Imagen. We appreciate every one of you sharing your feedback, whether good or bad, because we want to hear it. We are really appreciative for your feature requests, because everything. Oh, we had one today that actually has been asked a couple times. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick. Where is it? Where are you? So here's one that was shared today, right? So Evan asked a question in the community for a feature request to basically be able to name your project after your Lightroom catalog, right? So here's the thing, right? So if this is something that we want to do, however, we need to automate a backup system, and this is something that our team, our product manager, is aware of and planning currently. But basically, like, if we were to automatically name your project what your Lightroom catalog is, there is almost guaranteed to be some sort of conflict, because there's a lot of Imagen users that have one catalog, like me, or one catalog per month or per season or per year, right? So if you use the same catalog over and over again, your project name would be the same over and over again, which is not good for trackability, right? So what we're probably going to be doing is sort of automating based on folder names or collection name with the ability to override it. I don't know the details, but this is all the stuff that we are considering. It might even be something where it's Lightroom catalog first, and if that's a redundant, default to folder name. If that's redundant, default to collection. I'm not 100% sure. Lots of things to figure out for it, but this is a good example of a feature request that has come up multiple times that we are working on. So is Capture One, so is local adjustment support, so is culling. So keep them all coming. We definitely appreciate it. Any other questions, comments, demo requests, feature requests? Now is a great time to get those in. And I can even do one more spin to win if you'd like. I just need more questions, comments, feature requests, demo requests, and so on. I will give it 30 more seconds, and if there's no other questions, comments, or anything, we will wrap it up. And yeah, the next episode of Workflows is actually being recorded next week as well. And I will actually share this in the Imagen community. So if you're not already in the Imagen community, please be sure to join. But so that's not the one I wanted to share. I wanted to share this. So the next guest is Mike Morby. He is one of the owners of Morby Photography, a wedding photographer out of the Philadelphia area. And also Mike is one of the co-founders of Shoot With Me, a new service that has also been a category creator in the photography space. And so he's going to be on the podcast that goes out in October. So I'm recording it with him next week. If anybody has any questions for Mike as far as his wedding photography goes, or about Shoot With Me, please be sure to let me know what questions you have, and I will be sure to ask as many questions as I can. I'm going to share this in the community as well, maybe a little bit later today. All right, so so I don't know who you are because you didn't connect Restream, but don't have any requests, but can I ask one thing and say another? Sure. One thing, thank you for the life-saving software. You're very welcome. I'm sorry I don't know who you are, but yes, I'm glad to be part of a team who has been able to change so many lives. It's amazing. Is there a Discord? If not, I'm more than happy to jump in on that. No, we don't have a Discord channel. We have a Facebook group we call the Imagen community, which you can access right here, imagenai.com/community, and you'll be able to get to our Facebook group. Daniel, yes, you need to connect Restream to Facebook in order for us to see your name. So you just go here. If you want to do that real quick, it takes 2 seconds. You do it once, you never have to do it again, and we'll be able to see your name pop up in the chat. So that was a great question. No, we don't have a Discord. As I said, we do have the Facebook group, but that is it. And yeah. All right. Any other questions? I'll give it another minute or less. If there's no other questions, no other comments, we're going to wrap it up. And let's see. see if there's any other. I'll check one more time to see if there's any other pending shares. No. All right. So please also be sure to keep the edits that you've done coming in galleries in the community. We love seeing it, and we want to be able to share it with you in the live streams as well. And last but not least, if you cannot make next week's show, if you can't make it because of the time or the day, we do them every Wednesday. If you cannot make next week's live stream, which I think will be at 9:30 a.m. Eastern time, then you can pre-submit your questions at this link, bit.ly/ImagenLiveQA. That is a place where you can pre-submit your questions for the live, just like and I also look at the community and share some of those as well. So get in your questions for the next week's live. If you don't think you will make it and you come up with a question, that's the perfect place to get your question so I can answer it live on the show. With that said, there's no other questions, no other comments. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in, for asking your questions. The two people who won prizes from the wheel spinner right here. This is fun to do. Please email me so I can make sure you get credit for it. Really appreciate it. And I look forward to speaking with you all in the community and chatting with you again